Welcome back. With me today is Gary Morrison. He is, of course, with United. He is their treasurer, and you are going to talk about a few different things, some funding expenditures, and then get into talking more about the budget coming up.
Exactly. We are now in the process of working together, GRF, United, and Third, in putting together a budget for all of us. And I think this year is a little bit different for me because I am really bent on moisture intrusion problems. And last year, United alone spent $1.5 million in water cleanup from waistline backups.
Wow.
So far this year, as of 4/30, we've spent almost $326,000 in backups, and at this rate, it's again going to be about $1 million, which to me, we should be putting to other things. We should have our infrastructure taken care of.
Yeah.
I've been working with Ernesto Muniz, who is pretty much our engineering person who would take care of this. And he says, I would like to increase, I'd like to finish this project in 7 years rather than 12 years.
Right.
He claims we don't have the people or the staff to oversee it. And so one of my, I guess, goals is to get people hired to take care of what we need to do to get these 50-year-old pipes taken care of.
Yeah.
And this is something that was not taken care of by PCM, and pipes don't last for 55 and 60 years without having problems.
Right.
We're also having problems with the supply lines or the leaks in the walls, and it's causing flooding, and right now we're taking that on a case-by-case basis. Only if the problem commences. So this is going to be, it's going to be a costly procedure. We're working on ways to come up with the funding, and you know, this is not me alone. And the residents have to voice their opinions to me as to what they want, because this is not all about me.
Right.
And so I want to go with what they want, but you know, I keep hearing problems of our residents that have to move out of their units because of water intrusion and have to go stay at the Ayers Hotel for a couple months, and not fun. And then you have to redo your whole place, and you know, insurance probably will take care of it, but your rates will go up. You know, it's not, that's not a free ride.
Yeah, and I would, you know, like any type of a condition like this, the sooner the better.
Correct.
And even though it might be a lot of outlay of money up front,
Right.
in the long run, the savings could be substantial.
I guess, and I was brought up conservatively, financially conservatively, and my whole, I guess what I was taught is you don't build a vacation home till you take care of your main house.
Right.
And so as far as maybe building new clubhouses or renovating clubhouses, I think maybe we need to focus our money in taking care of the infrastructures, and then once we have the infrastructure taken care of, then we can throw our money into other things. So this is just me, and I know GRF's going to be shooting at me for making these statements, but we have a 3-year contract that was signed with Special Pipe Technologies. Work began January the 15th, 2018. 115 buildings are estimated to be completed during the year. 64 buildings have been completed, and we only have 43 invoices. So therefore, our budget of $1.5 million, we've only been invoiced 500,000. So it's hard to say where we really are on this.
Yeah.
I don't I really can't forecast that. I also wanted to say our water and sewer rates are projected to increase about 2%, so that's going to increase our budget. Another problem that I have found or heard about, I assumed that when United replaced the toilets, that they also replaced valves in the back of the toilets, where the shut-off valves.
Right.
Not the case. So some of these valves are 50 years old.
Yeah.
And so, as I had one lady tell me, she was going on vacation for 3 months, and she said, I thought I'd be one step ahead, and so I shut the water off to the toilets, which she said I actually loosened the valve. So when I came home, my whole unit was flooded.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, and then I've had another, in fact, a current board member who was turning his off, and it snapped off and the water was shooting up at the ceiling.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah,
this is another problem that we need to focus on and take care of it and get it all taken care of.
Yeah.
As far as budgeting is concerned. One thing that I want to say, there's something that is sold at Home Depot called Flood Buzz
Yes.
Small.
Yeah.
And they're little, it's a 3-pack for $9 or approximately $10. And these work like a smoke detector. So when there's a water drip, the sound will go off and alert you that there is a problem. And until we get everything taken care of, this may be a good way to go. And then also this may be something that United has to consider in the budget to put in all of our units to take care of that. Our current 2019 budget for wasteline is $1.5 million, and I don't believe this is enough to get us ahead of the expenditure for the leaks. You know, if we spend $1.5 million and then have to clean up at $1.5 million or $1 million, I'm not sure what we're not gaining ground quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're going to be looking at different ways we can cut some items on the budget to take care of this, and we may have to come forward and increase our monthlies, which I know is not popular, but a flooded unit is not popular either.
Right. Yeah.
So in addition to our valves and supply lines and waste lines, those are the 3 things that I think are most important. I've asked people at our finance committee and M&C to come forward with the top 4 things that everyone feels is priority, and then we can prioritize and try to work it out.
Right.
So I'm asking people also to come forward with your ideas, come to the meetings, let us know what you think and what you want, your desires, and where we need to go on this.
Okay.
All right, so next I'm going to go into our April 30th preliminary statement of revenues and expenditures. Our total revenues, actual year-to-date, was $13,521,000. Our budget was $13,402,000, so we were better than budget by $119,000. Our expenses year-to-date, actual, $12,886,000. Our budget, $13,318,000, and so we were also better in expenses of $198,000. Our excess revenues over expenses, $635,000 to $84,000, so we were better than budget by $551,000, which is good. Our balance sheet, our current year was $82,794 million. Our prior year is $82,694 million. So we have to date almost $100 million more than what we had in December of last year. Our delinquencies for the last month were 24. Our delinquencies this month were 17, so we're down 7. And that is an 81,000 to 68,000, so we're better off almost $13,000 in delinquencies. Our chargeable services went from 57 delinquencies to 38, so we were down 19. So that we went from 86, almost 87,000 to 75,000. So those are also down 12,000. Our resale report, this year we've sold 114 units. Last year we sold 154. So we are down 40, which is a 26% decrease. Our sales volume this year is 32,054,840. Our volume last year was 37,239,000, which is a difference of 5,184,000, which is also down 13.9%. The average resale price this year is $280,775. Last year's price was $242,009, which is a difference of $38,766. So that's up 16%. So that's the good news.
All right.
So I guess that's all I have to say.
All right, and yeah, you make some very good points as far as trying to catch up with some of the infrastructure
Exactly.
programs, because in the long run, prices are going to go up on materials, on labor. They're not going to go down.
It's not going to get better.
So looking ahead, stretching out longer, things are obviously going to go up in price.
Correct. Yeah. So everybody wake up now. I'm done.
No, it was good information.
Thank
Always
you.
good to see you.
Thanks a lot.
Take care of yourself. Have a good weekend.
Thanks.
We'll be right back.